What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear? Can you see me? Just want to make sure. Oh, I didn't share this out. Hold on. My bad. Oh, my phone about to die. Yo, YouTube was tripping. Were y'all struggling with YouTube? Yeah, I don't know what was going on with YouTube. Um, Let me see. Oh, we got some people here. What's up, Sparkle? What's up, Empress? We got Darcy here. Okay. There are a few of y'all here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he kept saying that nothing was showing up when I tried to go to the main screen. I thought I was going. Yeah, I thought they had banned my account. I was hella worried, y'all. I was like, oh shit, did I get kicked off the YouTube? Shoot. You know, YouTube out here just kicking off everybody. So yeah, I was worried for a minute, but yeah, my channel was okay. It was just YouTube was tripping. I seen some on Twitter, but I'm surprised they didn't send nothing out saying like, "Hey, you're we're having trouble on YouTube." Like, I guess they didn't care. All right, welcome everybody coming in the room. Hit that like button. Thank you. Let's do a little intro and then we'll be right back, you guys.
Clearly, we can clearly see he suck. Obviously, 82 is not gonna recognize how much he sucks, is even gonna platform him, even if his own friend Couture Bay, the woman with the good coochie, like even if she is like, yo, this man is disgusting, that's a pig, because every woman.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. I just made sure that I shared this all over the place so more people can come in. But what's up, everybody? So, excuse me, a few things. So yesterday, you guys know I did my video about how it's became very racist over here in the black tea sector, and I'm wondering like, what the hell is going on? Because why are all the white supremacists, aka the Mayo supremacists, like coming in, calling y'all N-words and doing all this extra shit? Like, what's going on? Like, it was crazy. I was baffled, right? So I know Treez did a response. I didn't hear the part where she talked about me, but I did hear the part where she explained, what was going on between her, Mel, and Stormy, right? But I talked to her in the DM, and I'll get to her criticism for me, right? And then Madgie went live today, and she was talking with Jelly, and Jelly was basically explaining how she said that she hasn't called anybody the N-word, but what she'll do is say, if you call her the N-word, she'll be like, why are you calling me the N-word? But she won't say the N-word. She say nigga. She'll say the actual word. So I want to clarify, I'm gonna say it that time. And then I guess Jelly was trying to say Electro Jad is racist and Stormy is racist, and like she's talking about all these racist people. Madgie is claiming that Snoopy, for those of you who don't know, Snoopy, she's been on my not on my channel, but she's been in the chat before. I didn't know Snoopy, who was her former owl, as she call her people, has her own channel, and Madgie was upset because she was like, "Why do you guys support this white woman when she dressed me up in a KKK outfit?" I don't know how to find Snoopy's channel, so I can't find it. But she's upset because I guess Snoopy put her in a KKK costume. Now, I know when Snoopy was over here, Snoopy would, said that she left Madgie because Madgie, be having all the racists in her chat and all that stuff, and she doesn't like it. So I think Snoopy was trying to be funny. Now, was that the best? Probably not. But I'm not going to say Snoopy is a racist because she put Madgie in. Oh, shit. Put Madgie in a KKK outfit. Well, at this point, everybody can be racist. Black can be racist towards white, vice versa. It's people that you support when the whole second was tearing them up. Now everybody turned on. Well, black people can be prejudiced because we don't run the system, so we can't be racist. We can be prejudiced. So, what a mess! Some critters are all at each other's throats. Yes, they're at each other's throats. Yeah, and Darcy, if you can explain it, what I'm thinking is that she was basically saying because Madgie has all those unsavory people in her chat, the ones that the same people, because to be fair, and I had to call Madgie out. What's up, Cheryl? I had to call Madgie out. I had to go up on her panel and talk about how it wasn't right that the chat was calling her the N-word. Like, I had to tell her that. So I totally get it. Did you see Corey Epstein? Not Corey Epstein, stupid lawyer, doxing the lead attorney. What? I knew he was. I always like to wait until he finishes live and then go back and watch it. Thank you for letting me know. I'll definitely do a video tonight on that. But yeah, I know that probably is why she dressed her up in a KKK outfit. I'm gonna be honest about something. That sounds like some shit that I probably would have done. Yo, I'm like, what? Yo, that shit was funny. Let me say that shit was funny. But I understand the problem. And then here's kind of like my thing with Madgie too, because Madgie understands racism, even though she tries like she doesn't. She understands it. She was already outed on Facebook, and she was very pro-black on her Facebook. Maybe, and so she understands like racism and stuff like that. And we are more aligned than not when it comes to that. And so the reason why I would get upset, what's up, Demetria Polo? The reason why I would get upset is because it's all like, dude, right from wrong. Like, you over here playing up a character and you know that certain shit that's going on is wrong. So that's where my frustration with Madgie would come from, But again, with Madgie, it's a little different because I guess Madgie, she getting paid from them white folks. So I can't be mad at her. She getting paid from them white folks. At least, she all like, I do with the racism, but at least I'm making money. Make it rain, make it rain. Okay, whatever, whatever floats your boat. Now, I still don't like it, and I'm still going to call it out whenever I see it. But, it kind of goes into what I was talking about with Treez. Not that I'm exposing our conversation, but she said this on her Stationhead. She said she had disagreed with me on one part, but she agreed with me on the part like, okay, well, at least you should be getting reparations from these people. Like, if they're going to come over here and just be talking reckless and crazy, there's two things. If you're going to be over here talking reckless and crazy, you need to get cussed the fuck out, one, but then you need to atone for your sins and give us our money. And that's the other thing too, because y'all messing with the Electro Jags, the Jelly, and Stormy. These are not like y'all. These are like the bottom of the bottom. Like these aren't even like elite white people. Like these aren't white people that other white people even like. These are these are like the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of white folks. You know, these aren't like the Kardashians of white people. These are straight up like you know, cavemen of, you know, white folks, you know, the Neanderthals. Like they're not even like the elite of the elite. And y'all just letting them get away with saying certain things and just talking to y'all crazy. I'm like, where do they do that? And for me, you know, I remember, and this is how I am in my personal life, but I remember on this platform, whenever somebody was like racist or something like that, we would get them up out of here like, you can't be here. They was blocked immediately. And now it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to use you for my benefit when it's convenient for me, but when I get angry at you, I'm gonna call you a racist. And I don't think like if you say like the wrong thing, you're necessarily a racist or something like that. Or if you say a song with the N-word, you're a racist. Or if you know, use the wrong word or a terminology that you didn't use, you know, well, as far as the word colored and as far as the word N-word, no, you know better than that. I don't care where you live. You know better than that. But certain things you might not know or be ignorant to, you know, I don't think you should cancel somebody. But these people are going around using the N-word. Stormy supported the KKK, getting a freeway named after them. Electro Jack, I don't know too much, but Jelly was saying that he was saying the N-word too. So I'm like, oh my God. What's up, Sexy 60? How you doing? So I'm just all like, what's going on? Yeah, just like that one lady who got in trouble because they edited her out saying this, but she was like fixing something. She was like, "Oh yeah," she was like, "fart nigga" or something like that, and it was all like, "Wait, what makes you say that?" You know, this kind of goes into that. So Torre, you know, the journalist, right? So there's a video. Excuse me. Oh, Darcy, you said she lied about that. Okay, because I was gonna block him. So if he comes in my chat, I want to ask him to clarify that. Okay. Thank you, Darcy. So going back to the story, Torre, so there was a video of this black ICE agent, right? And he was getting yelled and screamed at. He was going back and forth with the protesters, and one of them called him the N-word. They called him a house ninja, right? And so there was like this debate online saying that, oh, well, you know, he's an ICE agent, so it's okay. And it's all like, no, because just because you don't like a black person doesn't mean that you can call them a racial slur, because at the end of the day, that means when you get mad at me or when you're upset at somebody else, you will call me a racial slur. So no, that's not okay. And so Torre came on, and, you know, mind you, he's supposed to be pro-black and everything like that, came on during Black History Month, came on and said, oh, well, it's okay. You know, you should call them that. You should call them the worst thing ever. And it's like, are we serious about that? But not even just that, right? Like, there's one thing to say, like, oh, that was wrong, but hey, I don't care about that guy because he's X, Y, and Z, right? That's one thing. But to say, like, oh, yeah, you should be called, and it's like, it's one thing for us to address each other as, you know, a coon, or, you know, because I'll use that in a minute, a coon, Uncle Tom, or this or that. It's one thing for black people to say that about each other. But a white person is like, wait, hold on. Slow your roll, pimp. Slow your roll. Like, it wild. Like, crazy. But again, another thing about that video was that I remember when it first happened, I was told that the black guy who was there was the one saying it, because there was a black guy who wasn't on camera, but when they pan the camera around, you see like the black dude, not the ICE agent, but another, there was a black protester there, and they said the black protester was the one who said it, not the trans girl, because they were blaming it on the trans girl, one of the other white protesters, but they were saying that the black dude said it. So I don't know if that was ever clarified or not, but either way, if it was a white person saying that, no, that's not okay at all. So it kind of reminds me of that situation as well, you know. But Treez, she told me that, you know, she had to check me about something, because she was all like, yeah, I brought up that, well, you were cool with, hold on, I don't want to misquote, but I believe it was something to the effect like, I was cool with JY, aka Cooter Brown. Oh, she said that I pardoned him. I pardoned JY. Like, pardon? I'm not the president. I can't give nobody a pardon. But I was all like, no, I never pacified Cooter Brown. Like, here's the thing, for those of you who don't know the history of Cooter Brown, aka John Yates. I always knew that he was a racist piece of shit, because, mind you, he covered 90 Day Fiance, right? And remember, he called that one girl Brittany. You know, it's been so many seasons of 90 Day Fiance, but it was this black girl. Her name was Brittany, right? And she was dating some guy in the Middle East, and he was calling her nappy headed and shit like that, and, you know, just using a whole bunch of microaggressions. And then there was this other lady who lived in Vegas, and she was dating the Williams guy, and he was using like microaggressions against her, and like, so different like cast members, he was using like microaggressions, and I just had a feeling like, yeah, this one, yeah, he seemed racist. Oh, and then he dressed up like the black girl. He did blackface. So I always knew Cooter Brown had issues. Now, I was cool with Heidi. I was cool with Heidi and Amber. I was cool with Sherelle and Peril, you know, and Perry, and they were friends with him. I was never friends with him. He even would complain about how, you know, I talked shit about him and stuff like that. So me and Cooter Brown never been on good terms at all. I never pacified anything. Never. I was like, you must got me confused with Danny and Rabbit, because Danny and Rabbit were cool with him too. Listen, I'm snitching on everybody. Treez trying to play me, so I'm snitching on everybody. They were cool with him too. So yeah, I was never cool with Cooter Brown. I knew Cooter Brown to be Cooter Brown. Like, never was. Like, he was always a piece of shit. You know? I never, yeah. We always had beef. Yeah, like I was all like, no. You know, I wanted to clear that record. You know, whatever else she said, I don't care. You know, right? Whether it was roasting or whatever, like I don't care about that. But that part right there, no, I never gave him a pardon. I never gave him a pass. Like, we were never cool. Yeah, no. You can never, and again, he's not even like an elite white person to even be racist. Like, he ain't got no money, so he ain't paying me no reparations. So I would never excuse it. You know what I mean? He was so sick and needed that black. Right. But yeah, I was never cool with him. But Treez did let me know, like, her whole conversation, the reason why she was talking to Stormy was because she wanted to call out Mel for the lies that she was saying, because Mel is using Stormy, and the reason why she's pardoning and excusing Stormy's racism is because she doesn't like IO or Incoming Opinion. She doesn't like, so Incoming Opinion and her crew don't like Stormy. So Mel basically has took Stormy on her team so then they can go after IO. And I'm all like, okay, even though you might not like EO, and I totally get it. What's up, Stephanie? You know what? I need to mention something about Stephanie too, because y'all like, whenever I talk about racism, y'all like to throw her in my face. And I'm going to address that too, by the way. Anyway, so Mel is cool with Stormy and pacified her racism and shit like that. So then they can go after Incoming Opinion. Even though you might not like Incoming Opinion, and definitely you have a reason not to like her, you know, all jokes aside, you know, with me saying that y'all in a computer love and love triangle or whatever, I want to make it clear you have every right not to like that lady, right? But I don't think that I want to partner up with the Mayo Supremacists just so that I can, you know, win a battle or an argument. Like, that's still a little weird to me. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think like that's the best route to go. And, you know, me and Melanie, we don't talk, but if Melanie is listening, I want to tell you that, hey, you can stand on your own 2 feet. You do not have to partner with a racist just to win a battle. Because let's be honest too, that's a never-ending battle. Because you and EO are going to be fighting till the day y'all die. Y'all, we going on 2 years. 2 years. Because was it last year? No. When did they had the falling out in 2024, I believe, right? In 2024, they had the falling out. And we going on 2026. So it's almost been 2 years and they still fighting over this whole love. Damn, old beef don't die. Let me tell you. Old beef don't die. They're going on 2 years of them fighting over this stupid love triangle, and not nan one of them ever met each other in person. Could y'all be in a relationship where, you know, y'all only had computer sex? Could you be in a computer sex relationship? I don't know about that. You know, they say, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Oh, no. Yeah, so 2 years of computer love. Computer, I want to love you. Hey, if they like it, I love it. But yeah, basically that's what's going on. They partnered up with each other because she wants to go against EO, and I'm all like, Mel, I really need to have right. I really need to have a conversation with Mel. You know, I need to have a conversation with her. I know that she is not open to it or whatnot, but I need to kind of rein her in because I feel like she's going down the wrong road and she's attaching herself to people just because she's desperate for friends. And I need to kind of reel her in and be like, hey, you're going down a destructive path. I think I can honestly help her out. Now, will she listen? No, probably not, but it's worth a try. You know, it's worth a try. I'll say that. But anyway, so that explains like the Stormy, Mel, and Treez situation. Jelly. So again, Jelly, Jed, and Stormy, they use Madgie platform to give out their grievances. And mind you, all these people are from the boxing sector, right? Here's the thing about the boxing sector, because I'm gonna kind of all tie this in together, right? I honestly don't care if the boxing sector is racist and all that stuff. I honestly don't care about that. because I'm not in that sector and I don't visit it or even plan on visiting it, right? But when they come over here in a black space and they're talking crazy, using racial slurs and stuff like that, that shit needs to be checked. On top of that, they need to be blocked. Out of sight, out of mind. Screw trying to have a conversation. They need to be checked out the gate. And it's all like, I don't understand like why you guys are like you don't need them. Like you don't need them at all. I understand the black tea sector, you know, it ain't sticking like grits no more. Like it's not, you know, prevalent. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. But I feel like you can fill it in with actual. If everybody stopped being so scary and really, you know, be real about their shit and put it all on the table, the sector can be popping without you guys bringing in the racists and having them almost take over and then tell you how to run your sector. Get the motherfuckers up out of there. Y'all don't need them. And again, they ain't paying no reparations. What are they good for if they ain't paying no reparations? Get them the fuck out of there. You know, that's my thing. That's just my thought process, you know. But hey, it is what it is. I can't stop it, you know. And listen, this is not my plea to try to stop it at all, because again, y'all don't give a damn, y'all don't care. So I'm just wasting my breath, right? But I'm just saying in general, like, y'all can do this shit on your own. You don't need them. So I don't know why I don't know, y'all. It's just so confusing. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But hey, if they like it, I love it. That's kind of how it is. Actually, no, I don't love it at all. But anyway, you guys, that's all. The Stephanie part. So a lot of them, when I bring this up or I bring up some racism or something like that, they'll bring up Stephanie. But Stephanie has not been getting caught saying the N-word or being racist to people or anything like that. Now, can you say that Stephanie need to stay out of black people business? That's fair. I can't deny that, right? I can't argue that. That's a fair argument. So I can't argue that. But or a fair statement. I'm not an argument, a fair statement. I can't argue that. But to try to say, oh, well, you have stuff, like trying to imply that she's something, I don't like that at all. And I will never stand for it. And I will always defend Stephanie when it comes to that. So that's what I wanted to say on that. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. They still going to be racist tomorrow, so don't expect any change. Love y'all. We out of here.